coming into today with a video all about the top 5 worst zodiac signs in a relationship. Okay, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Those of you who caught my live where I was saying hello and did October 1 card tarot read, as I said in the video that I was going to do one video every day in the month of October. So I'm gonna stick to that, okay? So today's video's topic again is the top 5 zodiac signs that's the worst in a relationship. Do not comment on my videos and say, oh my god, I am this zodiac sign and I've been married for 15-20 years. I don't care, okay? Because in all actuality, you're not just your sun sign. So for those of you who know a little bit more about astrology, I need you to check your sun, your Mars, your Venus, and also your ascendant, you guys. And you can also look at the 8th house. If you have any of these zodiac signs that I speak about in this video, those houses or in that location or ruled by that planet, however you want to word it, then guess what? You're probably very awful in relationships. Maybe that's not your perception, but that's the way other people who have been in a relationship with you perceive you to be. Without further ado, you guys, let's get into the video. The number 1 worst zodiac sign to be in a relationship with for me is Gemini. Gemini, you are number 1. Like for me, Geminis, because of the simple fact they are ruled by Mercury. Mercury is so young and so curious and just want to just explore things. Doesn't want to be still, doesn't really want to settle down in a relationship. But the thing is about Geminis are they're very fun. And when you're in a relationship with them, it's like being a little kid again, and it's amazing. But when it comes to those really strong bonds and ties that people look for longevity of a relationship, Geminis just don't have that quality. A lot of times Geminis are just, again, like I've said in some of my videos, they're the fun guys, they're the fun girls, they're the type of people that you have to just enjoy your time when you're with them, because don't look for a future, you know, like just enjoy that moment that you're spending with them and try and cherish those moments, okay? Because if you do settle down in a relationship with a Gemini, you're gonna always constantly worry about what they're doing, where they are, if they're being honest. But yeah, that makes it really difficult. Does it mean that Geminis cannot be in relationships or marriages? No, it does not mean that. It just means that they're not very good in committed type relationships. Sorry. Number 2 for me, the worst zodiac sign in a relationship is going to Sagittarius. Yes, this Sagittarius is polar opposite to Gemini. That's why they kind of like make really good relationship couples, because of the simple fact they're so similar. Neither one of them are the type of people that want to settle down in a relationship. So like Sagittarius, for me, they're the ultimate bachelors or bachelorettes. Like they love their freedom. Of course, this is a fire sign. Like Gemini is air. So fire and air doesn't like to be confined. It wants to be free. So Sagittarius, they are the type of people in a relationship, it has to be open. The relationship has to be open to possibilities of cheating or possibilities of exploring or just, you know, just being adventurous, you know? So when it comes to long-term relationships, Sagittarius people, they just not cut from the cloth of a long-term relationship material, okay? They can be in a long-term relationship, but in the process of being in a long-term relationship, they're usually the cheaters in the relationships. They're usually the type of people who actually act single, although they're in a relationship, just like their polar opposite sign, Gemini. They can be married, they can be in a relationship, but you would think that they were single because of the way that they act, the way that they flirt, the way that they actually carry on a whole full-blown relationship with other people. So Sagittarius is number 2. You guys are not the best in a relationship. Actually, you're one of the worst. Number 3 for me is going to be Aries. Yes, Aries, that's my zodiac sign, you guys. Aries in a relationship, they're just all about that freedom. This is another fire sign. Aries wants to be free. They don't want to be confined. You know, they are very independent-like, so they have this individualistic type nature. So if they are in a relationship, they have to have their alone time. They have to be able to go out in the world and be by themselves. They need to feel free and single in their relationship. So if you're the type of person who you're okay with your partner acting like they're just not really with you, then Aries will probably be a good match. And they can be in long-term relationships, but they're just horrible in relationships, long-term relationships or commitments. They don't like to commit because they're very impulsive. And so Aries, because they act on impulse, what they want to do in that moment, that's what they're going to do. So Aries people are moment people. You know, it's just that moment they can be hot and passionate for you, and then in the next moment they just don't want to be bothered with you. And that's just the nature of an Aries. Okay, so Aries, you're not that great in long-term relationships, so you're actually one of the worst. Number 4 for me is going to be Aquarius. Aquarius, you're smart, you're genius, you're beautiful, you're wonderful. But this is another air sign. And Aquarius for me, they are the most detached opposed to Capricorn. They are just like very detached in relationships. They're the type of people, they're very mental type people, kind of like Gemini and also like Virgo, but they're just very mental type people, and they are the individuals of the zodiac. Like Aries is self-oriented, Aquarius is the individuals who just, I don't know, they're just individualistic, you know, like they're all about themselves in a sense, but they're about other people as well. Like they love the world as a whole, but when it comes to their own space, they need that time to just regather themselves, to gain some type of control over their mind and themselves in a sense, right? But when they're in relationships or long-term relationships, it's like they give off the energy of, I just don't care, you know, I don't care if you're here, I don't care if you go, yeah, if you stay, that's great, if you leave, I don't care. That's the type of nature that they have. Or they're just the type of people where they don't know how to just be warm and cozy and just, you know, just romantic in a sense. It's kind of like they're just, I don't know. Aquarius can be very difficult to be in a relationship with. Can they be in long-term relationships? Of course, any zodiac sign can be in a long-term relationship. Okay, let's be real here. But are they good in long-term relationships? No, Aquarius are not good in long-term relationships. Sorry. Okay, so yeah. Number 5 for me, last but not least, but I feel like this sign is like, this is a relationship oriented sign, but they're just not good in relationships, and that is going to be Libras. Libras are not good in relationships, although they're always found in long-term relationships because they rule the marriage house, you know. So they are the type of people, they love to be married, they love to be in a relationship, they love to be with someone, but they're not good in relationships. They're very conflictual. They're the type of people, they will stay in a relationship just because they want to be with someone. They don't want to be alone. A lot of times Libras will be in a relationship and they can be in love with a whole nother person, but they're married to someone else. Or they can be the type of person that just stay because it's safe and they don't want to be alone. Because Libras rules other people. So in relationship with Libras, a lot of times you can just feel like you don't know where you belong, or they can just be extremely bossy or controlling in a sense. So it's just really difficult to be in a relationship, a long-term relationship with a Libra. But the thing about Libras are they are very good when it comes to taking care of their partners. They know how to be a good partner when in terms of taking care of the finances together, taking care of the kids together, you know, just doing those things that you want to do with another person in terms of survival mode. But when it comes to the romantic part, the loving part, it is very difficult to be in a long-term relationship with a Libra. So with that being said, you guys, those are my top 5. So if you don't like it, click the thumbs down. If you like it, thumbs up. You can leave your comments, but you can't change my mind. So with that being said, you guys, until the next time, I wish you so much love, peace, and so many wonderful blessings. Bye.